Hi, I'm Vanessa King here, Head of Psychology for Action for Happiness. And today I'm going to share with you 3 tips for cultivating optimism. Now, in challenging times like we're in at the moment, we actually have to work harder at cultivating optimism and keeping a sense of hope. But it's so important for our well-being and indeed for our happiness. So the first tip that I'm going to share with you is what I call start your day the optimistic way. A number of you will be familiar with the idea at the end of each day, looking back to the good things that happened and the benefits that happen from that. But we can also play with that idea looking forward. So, you at the beginning of the day, think about, something you were looking forward to that day. Maybe more than one thing. And even if it's a day when you wake up and you're full of dread and it's going to be a tough day, create something that you're looking forward to. Be it a nice hot bath at the end of the day, or 30 minutes reading a good book, or watching a funny video, or phoning a friend. So have something to look forward to at the end of each day. But step back in the morning and keep that in mind, so it gives you that little bit of hope and something to look forward to during the day. The second tip is what I call choose your news. Now, at the moment, the news is full of really hard and tough stories from all around the world. And that's easy to get overwhelmed by that, or doom scrolling on our social media accounts. So actually actively choose where and when you're going to do that update. What sources of news are you going to seek out? And when are you going to do that? So just dip into the real news once or twice a day. And also try and look for one sort of hopeful story each day. It might be a small news item. It might be hidden within stories of kind of difficulty. And there's a thing, there's a saying that, when there's a disaster, always look for the helpers, because there are always ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So let's look out for those and bring those more to our mind. And the third tip is actively cultivating a sense of hope. So of course, when there's uncertainty about what will happen in the future, there's always a range of possibilities of what might happen. So as Chris Johnson, who's a doctor that specializes in resilience, says, there's the worst things that can happen, there's the best things that can happen, but there's also a range of things in between. So, think about, where you are at the moment and what you're realistically hoping for. What can you realistically hope for from where you are right now? And then think about what's one action you could take to make that thing that you're hoping for more likely. So that's 3 tips. So that's start your day in an optimistic way. So when you wake up, think of something that you're looking forward to, or create something that you're looking forward to. Choose your news, and be selective in where you're getting your news from and when you get it, and then think about seeking out those kind of sort of more hopeful and elements of hope, a hopeful story each day. And the third is this idea of thinking about what can you realistically hope for, and what's one action you can take to make that more likely. So I hope those have been helpful. Really would love to hear how they're working out for you in the comments to the video. If on actionforhappiness.org, you'll be able to find our Optimistic October calendar, and also some great events coming up, which are full of really sort of helpful and hopeful ideas. So I hope you found this useful. It's been great sharing with you, and look forward to connecting with you soon. Thank you.